Top 10 Richest Clubs, Deloitte Football Money League 2018. 10. Juventus, $405.7 million. Juventus became the first team in history to win 6 consecutive Serie A titles, while also finishing runners-up in the UEFA Champions League. Such sporting success in 2017 was pivotal in ensuring Juventus remained 10th in the Deloitte Football Money League for the 4th year in a row. The Italian Giants' move to their own stadium in 2011 has resulted in an uptick in their matchday revenue, and the deep run into the Champions League saw matchday revenue increase from 44 M in 2016 to 57.8 M in 2017. Similarly, broadcast revenue increased from 196 M to 233.5 M, while commercial revenue rose from 100 M to 114.4 M. In total, Juventus saw a massive increase of 20%, 66.8 M, in revenue. However, they are unlikely to retain their place in the top 10 in the future, given Tottenham and Atletico's stadium moves. 9. Liverpool, $424.2 million. For the 4th consecutive year, Liverpool remain in 9th place of the Deloitte Football Money League. Liverpool's redevelopment of the main stand saw their matchday revenue rise by 21% to 80.1 M, which now accounts for almost January 5th of their total revenue. Despite the lack of European competition in 2016/17, broadcast revenue increased from 168 M to 182.5 M, while commercial revenue remained stable, going from 160 M in 2016 to 161.6 M. In total, Liverpool saw a minor increase of 5%, 20.4 M, in revenue. However, given that the Reds are looking at a concerted run in the UEFA Champions League under Jurgen Klopp, they may rise higher in the Deloitte Football Money League in the coming years. 8. Chelsea, $428 million. For the 3rd consecutive year, Chelsea remain in 8th place of the Deloitte Football Money League, although the Blues had been higher up in previous years. Chelsea's lack of European action in 2016/17 saw their matchday revenue fall by 18%, 16.8 M, to 76.2 M, down from the 93 M they earned in each of the previous 2 years. The lack of European competition in 2016/17 had an effect on broadcast revenue as well, which fell from 191 M to 189.1 M, while commercial revenue remained stable at 162.7 M. In total, Chelsea saw a decrease of 4.3%, 19.4 M, in revenue. The club have stated that they seek to double revenue in the next decade by increasing commercial revenue, coupled with on-pitch success. The Blues are on target to rise up the DFML in the coming years. 7. Paris Saint-Germain, $486.2 million. After the high of 4th place in 2015, PSG have been witness to a steady fall in the DFML, now in 7th place. Commercial revenue is the rock of PSG's finances, as the Ligue 1 side are one of the only 2 clubs whose share of commercial revenue exceeds 50% overall. Matchday revenue and broadcast revenue saw slight dips to 90.2 M and 121.9 respectively, but the largest fall was in the commercial revenue. A staggering decrease of 10%, 31.2 M, to 274.1 M. In total, PSG saw a decrease of 6.6%, 34.7 M, in revenue. However, given their investment in the playing squad, the French Giants are expected to make deep runs into the UEFA Champions League a regular appearance, which ought to increase their matchday and broadcast revenue in the years to come. 6. Arsenal, $487.6 million. From 8th place in 2013 to to 7th place in 2015, Arsenal's rise to 6th place in the DFML has been coming, despite the Gunners going backwards on the football pitch in the interim. Arsenal's poor returns on the pitch saw their matchday revenue fall by 13.1%, 17.6 M, to 116.4 M, down from the 134 M they earned in 2016. Commercial revenue fell from 143 M to 136.5 M, while broadcast revenue skyrocketed by 42.7 M to 234.7 M, in large part due to the Premier League's new broadcast deal. In total, Arsenal saw an increase of 4%, 19.1 M, in revenue. The club are taking steps to increase their commercial profile, but given the lack of on-pitch success, the Gunners may very well fall down the DFML in the next few years. 5. Manchester City, $527.7 million, from 6th place in 2013 to 5th place in 2017, Manchester City have been fairly steady in the DFML, although they are closing the gap to the top 4 in the world. Despite a relatively high average attendance, matchday revenue for the citizens remains laughably low, 60.4 M, the least of any club in the top 10, apart from Juventus. Commercial revenue fell from 239 M to 230.5 M, while broadcast revenue skyrocketed by 20.8 M to 236.8 M, in large part due to the Premier League's new broadcast deal. In total, Manchester City saw a minor increase of 0.5%, 2.8 M, in revenue. However, with Pep Guardiola at the helm, the club are approaching their best spell of success, and with commercial deals with Gatorade and Amazon lined up, City are all set to rise up the DFML in the coming years. 4. FC Bayern Munich, $587.8 million. Bayern Munich are synonymous with success, and the Bundesliga giants have now made it 10 consecutive years in the top 5 of the DFML. However, of all the top 6 clubs, Bayern are one of only 2 clubs to post a revenue decrease in 2017, which points to the challenges facing German clubs. The Bavarians have the highest commercial revenue of any club globally, 343.3 M, thanks in part to long-standing agreements, thus there's no increase from 2016. Matchday revenue fell 4 M, while broadcast revenue was mostly the same. In total, Bayern Munich saw a minor decrease of 0.7%, 4.2 M, in revenue. Despite Bayern's commercial team succeeding so well, the lack of comparable broadcast revenue will hurt the German giants in the long run, which might see them plummet down the DFML in the coming decade. 3. FC Barcelona, $648.3 million. Barcelona have fallen a place in the DFML, after equaling their highest finish in 2016. Commercial revenue has stayed the same, 296 M, for the Blaugrana, and Spain's move to centralized broadcast deals has meant only a moderate increase in revenue, 203 M to 214.9 M. The major part of Barcelona's increase in revenue was due to a focus on hospitality, which has seen matchday revenue increase by 16.2 M. In total, Barcelona saw a large increase of 5%, 28.1 M, in revenue. Having signed Lionel Messi to a new contract, the Blaugrana have guaranteed on-pitch success, and with new shirt deals with Rakuten to take effect, Barca can look forward to challenging for the top spot in the coming years. 2. Real Madrid, $674.6 million. Real Madrid fell out of the top 2 for the first time in a decade last year, but have reclaimed second spot from rivals Barca in this edition. A historic link and European Cup double, the first for the club since 1958, has played a large part in Madrid's increased revenue. commercial revenue grew by 38% to 301.4 m, although broadcast revenue and matchday revenue only had minor increases of roughly 8 m each, 237 m and 136 m respectively. In total, Real Madrid saw a major increase of 8.7%, 54.5 m, in revenue. If Los Blancos are to have any hope of challenging for the top spot next year, they will have to ensure that they win the UEFA Champions League in 2017/18. 1. Manchester United, 676.3 million. Manchester United remain at the top of the Deloitte Football Money League, but the gap has never been closer, 1.7 m. Winning the UEFA Europa League ensured Manchester United's drop in revenue wasn't too bad, thus ensuring their #1 spot for 2 years in a row. Surprisingly enough, commercial revenue decreased from 364 m to 325.2 m, a fall of 38.8 m. Given the return to the Champions League, that trend should arrest itself. Similarly, matchday revenue fell by 11.8 m to 125.2 m, but broadcast revenue increased from 188 m to 225.9 m. In total, Manchester United saw a decrease of 1.8%, 12.7 m, in revenue. Moving back to the UEFA Champions League will mean that the Red Devils will once again post increased revenues. Coupled with increased broadcast and commercial revenue, it seems unlikely that any club will topple Manchester United from the top spot of the Deloitte Football Money League next year.